Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to today's gameplay commentary. As you can see, we've got an Uncharted 4 multiplayer match for you to enjoy, and it's going to be a full TDM.
I guess it's time to show you what I can do.
Damn straight, I'm going to show you what I can do. Following on from last week's video where the score was a little bit disappointing, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but I'll put it on the screen now if you want to check it out. It's a very close match, and, well, I guess from the tone of my voice you can probably guess what happens, but very disappointing match, despite the fact I put in a pretty decent performance. So I thought I'd rectify it this week with another decent performance, but the result is a bit more favourable, shall we say. Again, I won't remember the result, but that guy just gets shot out there. I love it when they do that. I love it. I love it. I hate it though when the game lags and you get killed after killing them. It's stupid. It shouldn't happen, but it does happen. And again, I might have shown a few of those in my highlights collections and stuff. I did sort of briefly mention highlights collections in my previous video. They are something that I want to try and get back out again, because I do have a lot of clips on my hard drive, plenty and plenty of clips for all sorts of games that I've been playing over the past couple of years, but I just haven't really put them into videos, and I don't really know why I stopped doing them. They do take a bit of time, don't get me wrong, but not as long as, say, actually recording a gameplay commentary and putting a whole video out. So I could do them a bit more regularly. I don't know why I stopped, I guess laziness, but hopefully that's something I will jump on in the future. Not quite now because I have enough stuff that I need to be doing. And one of the other things that I talked about is that I am currently playing through the Uncharted franchise again, and I'm uploading most of it, if not all of it, to my players channel. So if you want to watch me play it, then check out my link in the description. I'll also link it on the screen now. But playing through Uncharted Drake's Fortune at the moment, it's challenging because I'm playing on crushing. It's been a long time since I played the first game, and of course the mechanics aren't as fine-tuned as the later games, so I'm sort of adapting backwards again. But yeah, I'm enjoying the story and obviously the characters, but the mechanics, yeah, they could be better, and I don't know. We'll see. But it's been an interesting challenge so far, and I'm about halfway through at this point of recording, of completing the game, and I should have a few videos, as I said, on my players channel right now, so head over there, check them out if you're interested in watching me. And of course I'll be playing some later games as well, so stay tuned for those in the coming weeks and, well, possibly months. It probably will be months, if I'm quite honest with you. Right, so in the previous video we talked about a mixed bag of stuff. Somehow managed to talk about Christmas meals, the weather, and then eventually, what else did we talk about? I talked about spring, I think. Yeah, that's all about spring, and the clock's going forward. And by the way, the clocks have gone forward now, and it's a major pain. Like, I don't get enough sleep as it is, and I've lost. Well, I know you don't technically lose an hour because obviously the clocks go back again in the end of the year. But it's just my sleeping pattern's all over the place, and this changing of the hours, and then the sun comes up a bit earlier, so it's a little bit brighter. It's harder to sleep, and it's just, yeah, it's not great. It's a rough adjustment. I know it has to happen, but it's a rough adjustment every single year. Like, suddenly it just becomes brighter like an hour earlier, and it's like, oh, just getting used to it all over again. But that's just me. So something I was planning to talk about quite a long time ago now is the state of my pavement. Well, paving at the front of the house, and my garden at the back of the house. So I'm very lazy. I don't do a lot of gardening at all. My parents keep having a go at me because I'm not really looking after my yard. Well, it's my house, I can do what I want, but I get what they're coming from. Like, it looks messy in the front because there's not a load of weeds coming out of the paving, but there's some, and I've heard that if you leave it for too long and you don't deal with it, it can cause problems in the long run. So I guess I should jump on that. However, I didn't because I'm lazy, as I just said earlier. And anyway, over the course of the winter, with all the ice and the snow and the frost, a lot of that weed has died out anyway. So I've been lazy, but it kind of worked out, right? Because I didn't do anything, but it's the same situation. They all died. However, the roots are there, so they might come back again in spring and summer. Just have to wait and see. But the majority of it, if not all of it, is gone. There was this one big plant that was growing, and it's sort of like a flowery plant. I don't know if it's a weed or something. Probably a wild flower or something, but I left it on purpose because it actually looked kind of good. And I was a little bit sad the other day because I went out and I saw it all died because of the frost and everything. So that's taking care of itself as well. So I just need to, I guess I can pull it out, but feeling lazy. So moving on to my back garden, and it's in a worse state than the front paving because there's a lot of grass, and I didn't really mow the lawn last year, so it's moderately overgrown. Like, it's kind of thick now. It's not like it was at the height of summer. It was kind of really high. I'd say maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say a foot, but quite high. And I should have dealt with it, but I didn't. Come winter and autumn, the grass, obviously some of it died out, and it stunted the growth. So it sort of backtracked a bit. So it went from being a foot to now, I don't know, half a foot, whatever tall. And there are some brown patches, and I should deal with it, and I will in summer. I'll get around to it. It's still my first year living at this house, and I'll deal with it come summer. Maybe, probably, maybe. We'll see. And then the other funny thing is, at the very back of my house, well, the garden, there's a few paving slabs, and over the course of the summer, like, I think it was I don't know what maybe it was grass or something, but like in between the cracks, so I think it must have been grass. I think it was grass, and it grew really tall. Like I was surprised at how tall this stuff grew. And I definitely should have dealt with that right in summer, but I didn't. I left it again. And over the course of winter, and again, it all died out. So it all worked out in my favour. And actually, it's almost all gone now. I looked at it the other day, and it's stuff that I could probably just brush away, and it'll just go with it. So being lazy, I mean, all right, it might not look that tidy and everything, but I didn't have to do any work, and it's done itself. So nature runs its course in my back garden and my front garden, so it seems. But that's just a random ass story I thought I'd share with you guys and girls today. And actually another thing to talk about my garden. I was in my kitchen this morning. Well, let's be honest here. It was in the afternoon. It wasn't the morning. I don't get up before midday. I should, but I don't. And I was making breakfast, lunch. I don't technically eat breakfast. It just goes straight to lunch for me because I wake up so late. And I saw a squirrel just walking through the grass, and I guess she was looking for something. I thought it was just really cool. Like, obviously, Aegis Vision, you know, is my logo, is my channel, and it's got a squirrel. And I do like squirrels. I know it's a random thing to say, but I do like squirrels. Like, they've always fascinated me. They just look so cute and furry, you know, like a big bushy tail, and the way they walk, they sort of like just bounce along the floor, and they just look really nice. I really like squirrels. Obviously, that's one of the reasons why I picked it as my logo, but there was like another reason why I called it Aegis Vision, like the whole. Well, actually, I don't know if I ever talked about it before, but maybe in a future video I'll talk about why I chose the origins of my channel name. But yeah, I like the squirrels, and anyway, it was just really nice to see it just walking through the grass. I guess, I don't know, like it's springtime now. Maybe it's digging up nuts. I don't know. Well, would they even hide nuts in the floor? I'm not really too sure. Like, I'm fairly certain they hide them in. Well, I don't know. I don't actually know. I'm not too sure, but if my mum had seen it, she probably would have chased it out of the garden, because they were always digging up her plants and bulbs and stuff in the spring. It does a nutting, but I think it's quite nice. I welcome. I've actually seen a family of squirrels run across my fence before, and they must live somewhere nearby, like in a tree or something. But I see them popping every now and then, and birds and stuff as well. And I guess because my grass is so unkept, there must be like a lot of seeds and insects and bugs, and well, they can feast. I don't mind until I actually use the garden for anything meaningful. I don't mind if they run wild. Alright, so the gameplay's come to an end, and I guess I'll end the gameplay commentary here. Very random assortment of topics today, but just stuff I wanted to talk about. As I said in the previous video, until there's actually topics for me to talk about specifically for Uncharted 4 multiplayer, I'm just going to be talking about life stuff. And I mean, I hope you enjoy it. If you want me to talk about something in particular, then feel free to let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this sort of stuff, or if you enjoy the gameplay, then of course I'd appreciate a thumbs up on the video. It helps me out a lot. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.
And now it's hard to breathe.